Right, we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. As always with these live streams, hello and welcome. But let me know in the chat if you can hear me and you can see me okay. And welcome to another unboxing video. This time we're going to be covering New York City, which is the number 3 game in the Stefan Feld City Collection. I've got the basic box here, but I have the deluxe components. So we're going to be covering what's in the classic version of the game first, and then I'm going to be showing you the deluxe components. There is a playthrough of this coming this Friday. I'm going to be doing a live playthrough of this. Nick and Gemma are coming over again, and we're going to be doing a playthrough on this on Friday. So if you want to see a 3-player game of this, that is happening this Friday on the channel. But for now, let's just jump into the unboxing. It's not a new t-shirt, it's an old t-shirt. This is the t-shirt from GridCon 1, which was November 2019. So almost 3 years ago. There will be another t-shirt for GridCon 3 coming soon. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's have a look what we've got. So yeah, number 3 in the City Collection. And for those of you that don't know, this is a re-implementation of Rialto. Rialto is one of the older Stefan Feld games. It's one of the lighter ones. So we've covered Hamburg, we've covered Amsterdam. We're covering New York City this Friday, and we're going to be covering Marrakesh next week. This is the lighter one of the first 4. And yeah, let's jump in and see what we get. It's quite a heavy box. So, we have some Ziploc bags. We have a spare one. We have some big chunky wooden components. We have 2 decks of cards. We have the plastic stands, which are common across all of the games. We have another spare Ziploc bag. We've got the rule book. So we've got the rulebook in English and German, and we have the city, the glossary or the addendum, which basically, same in all the other games, it gives a complete list of all of the cards and what they do. Let's move them to one side. Let's get the board out. Right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 punch boards. Well, 3 punch boards, but it's a big one. It's folded, so it's basically 6 punch boards the size of the board, size of the map. And here we go. Now, I've played Rialto. I do like Rialto. I mean, I like most Stefan Feld games, to be honest. I'm a bit of a fan, it has to be said. And Rialto is one that I liked, but there are some tweaks to Rialto. And when I saw this and I played this for the first time, I did like those tweaks. So yeah, so this is the main board, and I did say this is a lighter game than the rest, and you can see that by the board. The board is a lot more simplistic. We basically have these 6 different areas with routes in between, and a track at the top, and a victory point track around the outside. So yeah, it's not that complicated. Now, let's have a look at the punch boards. These are punching out quite nice. We have these cards. I'm not going to punch them all out, and I can't actually remember how to play. It's been about a year since I played this game. I think it was about a year. So yeah, I can't exactly remember. I know there's cards, but then there's these as well. I think these are the special things that you're going to be bidding for. There's definitely an auction mechanism in this game. What's this? Oh yeah, this is where these go. I'm just going to punch out some of the stuff. So these here, we've got the boats, we've got the rail cars, we've got the buses, we've got the taxis. They are what go in the stands. So these plastic stands that we had. Again, this is the classic version. What you will do is you'll put those in there like that, and then that will go on here. Let me just zoom in a bit. Yeah, here we go. So you can see here the route between... Oh, it's upside down. Let me just rotate that. Transform, rotate. There we go. So yeah, you can see the route between here is green. It's got that picture on it. That means that this will go on there. And in the deluxe components, you will see that they are nice wooden pieces. And again, we've got this here. So this will go in one of the stands. And that will go on there. Right. What else do we have? Money. And I think these are the player boards. These must be the player boards. Yeah, so each player gets one of these, which is a big chunky player board. And it's actually got, let's just zoom in again. It's actually got the phases. So there's 0, 1, 2, and then 3, and phase 2 is made up of all of these auctions, and you do them in that order. So pretty much this is an entire summary of the game here. Phase 0, you go through these steps. Phase 1, you'll take cards. Phase 2, you auction off these individual bits, and then phase 3 is kind of like sunset cleanup kind of thing. Money is using these stack of notes, which is quite nice. Something a bit different than regular coins. Again, not going to punch them all out. And yeah, more character tiles, lots and lots of character tiles. Right, let's have a look at the wooden components. So each player is a colour. You've got red, green, blue, yellow. The black ones, I can't quite remember. Maybe these are neutral ones that are used in games with fewer than 4 players. Can't quite remember. But what players are going to be doing is they're going to be erecting these skyscrapers into the various districts on the board. There's an area control mechanism in play, and you will be going to a certain area each round, and you will get the ability to put these skyscrapers in there. And at the end of the game, the points are scored for each area. I think it's the end of the game, based on how many you've got in there. But the value of each area changes based on certain victory point tiles. I think it's these victory point tiles here. So yeah, the values of the area will change. Right, let's have a quick look at the cards. Is there a little thing for me to open it? I hope there is, because otherwise we're going to be here for 10 minutes. Nope, there is. There's a little thing. Rip off tab. So yeah, the cards are relatively simple because you're basically going to be bidding with the cards. So the cards are in different colours. White ones, green ones, black ones, etc., etc. And then within each of the sort of little bidding phases, players will bid will basically play a certain amount of cards of that colour from their hand, and that is effectively a bid. And then whoever bid the most will get to do the particular thing. And I think how many cards you play determines how many times you get to do it. And there are some wild cards as well. So yeah, so they're the cards. But what makes it what you're going to be getting in these games is these characters. So you're going to be gaining these characters, and the characters have got different coloured backgrounds depending on when their abilities activate. And again, it's all iconography, and all of the iconography is explained in the addendum if you need it. What are these? Oh, scoring markers and things like that. Oh, and also the track at the top of the board. Yeah, so you've got one of these markers, which is like a newspaper, I think. And there you go. And you'll put them at the top of the board. And something happens. I think you get 3 points when you go over there. Right. That's pretty much it for the base game components. I've made a complete mess of the board. I do need to set this up tonight to take a photo of it, ready to create the thumbnail for the playthrough on Friday. So I need to do that before I put it away. But let's have a look at the deluxe components. So if you're going to get the deluxe version of the game or the deluxe add-on, let's see what you get in here. Okay, so what we've got is we have skyscrapers with pre-printed stuff on. So you can see here all of the skyscrapers for all of the players are different. So they are slightly different shapes, whereas in the classic version, they're all the same shape. And they've obviously got printing on them as well on both sides. So there's that. They're quite nice. And there's the black ones. Yeah, so different buildings. I think they're all the same size. I vaguely remember them being different sizes, different heights. But no, they're the same size. These are nice. So these are the transportation markers that we saw earlier on. Yeah, we've got the different types. So we've got the yellow cab, we've got the green bus, we've got the big liner, we've got the rail car and things like that. So they're nice. Yeah, printed on both sides. And then the player stuff. There you go. So they're silkscreen printed as well with stuff on them. So yeah, that's the deluxe components for this game. And obviously the collector's, the Steffenfeld collector's coin if you got the deluxe version. That's everything. That's pretty much it. So yeah, as I mentioned, playthrough coming this Friday. So I'm going to be reading through the rules this week. I'm going to be relearning how to play. I'm taking it to the local games club on Thursday night. I'm doing a practice game of it. Then Nick and Gemma are coming around early on Friday. We're going to be playing through a couple of rounds just as a warm-up. And then Friday night, 8 o'clock UK time, there will be a live tutorial and playthrough of this on Friday. But that's it. We're all done for today. Thank you very much for watching. Big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters that fund the channel. I know this was just an unboxing video, but it's the Patreon support that helps me continue to make videos. So if you've enjoyed this video, obviously give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment. That really helps the YouTube algorithm. But if you are in a position to be able to support me on Patreon, I do a lot more than just unboxing videos. It's patreon.com/gaming rules. But that's everything. Until next time, take care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.